The first few weeks after having a baby are wild.
Yeah, and we have heaps of unhinged stories from parents of some of the things that happened in their newborn postpartum era. And we've got parent news, and the last story is probably my favourite parent news that we've had so far. Frida has released a new ice cream flavour. Didn't hit you?
Yeah, he used to beat me all the time.
When you're in a rage, throwing things just makes you feel a little bit better sometimes.
Oh, I would be raging.
Well, to start this episode, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How's the Bluey episode coming along?
You haven't told me anything.
I don't need to tell you anything. We filmed it and we have promised for 2 weeks that we're going to release this walkthrough of Bluey's World that we did.
Well.
Welcome to my life, everybody. This is one of those classic husband-wives situations where it's like we ask for something and we nag and it doesn't happen.
Look.
Until we go to hire someone else. Do I need to go take the video to someone else?
Maybe.
Well, it is still coming. We promise, everyone. And if you're new because you've seen the latest, we've had a lot of followers come through from our latest batch of Bluey news stories. Welcome. I'm sorry if you were here because you're hoping for defund the ABC propaganda. We're not those people. That was not the message that we put behind last week's story. We were outraged, but that was not the point.
I'm all for defunding the ABC. I think it's a waste of $1 billion, but you know.
No, I understand that it is very important for democracy. I think it's a very...
No, it's not.
For Australian television, we would not have much of an Australian media outlet if we didn't at least have the ABC as a base. I'm not anti that, but the leadership apparently definitely needs a shake-up. For that to have happened,
anyway,
someone should have lost a job in there somewhere. Anyway.
Just defund the ABC secretly. Yep.
No.
Carry on.
I shouldn't have brought this up with you. Next? I should have made you go sit in the corner while I said
Yays and nays.
Yes, this week we're not talking about Bluey. That's it. Done. Promise, no more mentions. This week, my yay to catch us up is we have a child that sleeps in our bed every night. He doesn't start there. We very much insist that he goes to sleep in his bed, but usually by 3 a.m. he's wandered and found his way into our bed. And he has usually shared, and if you've probably heard it on the podcast, me talk about how he likes to share my pillow and sleep with his arm wrapped around my head. But something has switched in the last 2 weeks and he loves daddy snuggles. And I am sleeping so good. My yay is that he loves me. He still gives me a little snuggle in the mornings. I have no worries. I'm not feeling unloved. I am feeling well rested while he sleeps on your pillow.
I'm very happy for you.
Happy. It's so beautiful to look over and see you guys all snuggled up together. And I'm like, yes, thank you. He still comes in on my side of the bed, so I know that he gets in. He gets in, he gives me a cuddle and then rolls over and snuggles into you. It's very cute. Yep. So that's my yay. Big mum win for me. My nay is our kids are getting older, so they're getting more sneaky.
Right.
So I was watching them in the playground this week. I took them to the playground and they started all out brawling, like proper fighting, not thinking that I was watching them.
Okay.
And then they look up to see me and instantly both of them, no conversation, no question, start hugging each other. They look up mid-fight and go, crap, mum's looking, hug.
Oh, that's we're teaching them well.
They know they're not allowed to fight like that. So, I mean, I guess the yay is that they listen deep down somewhere, but still I'm like, guys, come on. Yeah. Siblings are great. Anyway, that's a catch up from me. What's your yay or nay this week?
My nay is the 1-year-old no longer wants to hold my hand.
Oh yeah, people may have already seen it this episode. Actually,
yeah,
Sam's got a.
I got a splint.
Sam
can't move my thumb.
Yeah. And it's hilarious because the 1-year-old thinks you are like.
Oh yeah, he literally goes to hold it and then realizes and goes no, and it's like ew,
He
don't
thinks
touch
it's
me.
disgusting. It's hilarious.
Oh, it's just different. No, it's not disgusting. It's just different because it's hard plastic.
I have a good laugh every time he does it because I'm like, disability, daddy, ew.
Wow.
So bad. Anyway.
So that's fun.
You've been having
it is actually a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I know you've been having a rough time because that's your dominant hand. So
Yeah.
I know I had to make the sandwiches the first day as you were adjusting to working out how.
I made them this morning, but
I saw. I was
they
impressed.
hacked to Kingdom Come. So
Well, you got a month
yeah,
of
that's
that,
fun.
so there'll probably be
Well,
more stories.
plus a month to start with.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you'll probably hear more stories on that fun. Is it a ligament you've torn?
yeah.
Ugh.
Torn halfway through my ligament on my thumb. It's great fun. Don't know how I did it. Have had it for a while.
I know, it took
Just
you
didn't
long
get it
enough to go
checked.
to such a dad
Probably made
thing.
it worse. It's probably a dad thing to do. The yay, more of just a lighthearted story.
Yeah.
You were asking a 4-year-old last night what our names are. Pardon me, what our names are if the police come and ask.
Yes. Something you need to
And
make
he
sure your
knows
kids
your
know.
name very well.
Rebecca.
And then asked what Daddy's name was. And he was like, what? And then Beck was like, what do you say if a policeman comes up to you and says, what's your daddy's name? And he goes, help. Like, well, at least you know what the police are there for, but
Yeah. I was like, that's not what we were asking, mate.
that's not the name.
So as soon as I mentioned the police, he's like, help. And I was like, yes, they're the people you call
Yes,
if you
but-
need help. But
But so anyway, that's my little yay.
yeah, I'm liking Rebecca as my name. It's very cute. You can all call me that now.
Oh, yep, done.
It's probably less cute coming from an adult. This week, the question that we've asked, and we have a lot of stories and a few really unhinged ones, was what's your wildest story from the postpartum / newborn stage? Unhinged, sleep deprived, hilarious. And man, there's some feels in there. When I was reading through these and putting them together for the episode, I was like, okay. Some of them make me feel better. Others, I'm like, I know exactly how that feels.
Weird dreams. Pregnant dreams were bad enough, but they just kept going. I remember waking up still convinced that my baby was made of butter.
The hormones do weird things to your brain while you sleep.
You were wild.
Well, that was the mild dream story that we got sent in. Someone else sent in another one. A week before my baby was born, I had a super vivid dream of giving birth. I woke up and panicked hard when I couldn't find my baby. I was crying hysterically after checking the whole house and called my mother sobbing that someone stole my baby, call the cops. This was at 4 a.m. and my mother, who didn't know what else to do, called the cops. I then fell back to sleep. And then I got woken up to the cops pounding on my door. And I thought that was a weird dream, so I ignored it. That cost me new door hinges and a lot of explaining and pointing to my belly to prove that the baby was still in there. Thankfully, the cops saw the humour in it, but my mother, who turned up in her dressing gown 10 minutes later, has never really seen the funny side.
Surely you just looked down.
No. That last week of pregnancy into baby life, your sleep deprivation, your brain is just not firing.
Just look down. What's the mother doing? Someone stole my baby. You haven't heard it yet.
Well, the mum may not know that. And also, what if, you think of all the psycho criminal shows you've watched?
What, where they cut your baby open?
Who knows what that poor mother was thinking?
You'd be calling for much more than just cops.
She got the cops knocking down the door would be the first thing. That poor mother, I can imagine.
No.
Yeah.
You can
But
justify it. I can't.
I love that she didn't answer the door because she thought that was a dream.
You pregnant women be crazy.
I do. Oh, that's great.
I got used to patting and swaying my babies to sleep. I used to pat and sway anything I would be holding, especially in grocery checkouts. The amount of times I get looks and then realize what I was doing. Lots of sleepy paper towels and nappy packs.
I remember I used to rock the trolley too. Like I'd be standing there working out like what I wanted to buy and I'd be like rocking the trolley. Look down and be like, oh, I hope I haven't broken all the eggs.
Yes. All the time.
Oh, I still do it now actually. I can't stand still like if I'm just standing somewhere. I still like rock my phone. It's been years. Wow.
A year.
This was not the only one that we got sent like this, but I picked this one because it was the best. I accidentally dropped the bottle on my baby's head. I felt so bad and was so upset that I laid down and tried dropping it on my head to see how much it hurt. Oh, mama.
That's a bit guilty.
It's like mum guilt, sleep deprivation, all of them. Like just perfect concoction with a few extra hormones thrown in.
Surely it wouldn't hurt. Wow.
You do anything for your babies.
Crikey. I want to do a dishonourable mention.
Okay, what?
I know you said we wouldn't talk about one of them, but I do want to.
Oh, what?
I do want to talk about it. Well, first one, my disabled son's father denied his diagnosis and wanted to adopt him out.
That's actually terrible.
Anyway.
That is actually awful.
Yes, it is.
It is
shocking. The other, I don't know if it's an honourable or dishonourable mention, but one we got sent in that you were like, I'm not putting that in. I'm like, that's just a bit cray-cray out there. We got to put it in. Is, what was it? Getting it on 4 hours after she gave birth.
Yeah, someone sent in that.
That's weird.
I was like, no. Where's red flag guy from Facebook? The guy that does the.
No, it would definitely be red flag.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
What's next? That's this dishonourable mentions.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not funny. Here's another relatable one. Driving around the block at 3 a.m., hair a mess, PJs on, screaming baby, hoping not to get stopped by the cops, only to get home with a finally sleeping baby who then wakes up as soon as I get my head on the pillow. It wasn't his fault. He suffered from colic and reflux for 6 months and nothing helped. On the upside, I lost 26 kilos by the time he was 6 weeks old from walking around all day and all night.
Nah.
You'd just be a shell of a human by the end of that. If you're a parent listening, going through that,
Holy dooly.
our hearts go out to you. And hopefully some of these funny stories can help you. Which I do know, actually, we do have some parents that I've had a parent that's like, I'm literally listening to this while I am driving around with my kid in the car, hoping he goes to sleep.
Hectic.
Yep. So you're not alone, and it does get better. Other things get harder, but that does get better.
Yes. I came out at 2 a.m. and she was threatening to throw him out the kitchen window.
Those desperate sleep-deprived threats are real. Yep. I think I used to message you sometimes, you're going to come home and find him in the bin. Yep. Like, I love this kid with all my heart, but if he doesn't sleep...
I don't know what the bin's going to do, but...
I'm just going to put him in the rubbish bin. I can't.
Just put him in the bed and walk away.
Just go to sleep.
Anyway. Wow.
Okay, this one I never actually considered. For all the HG mamas that went through the non-stop endless vomiting. After birth, I started vomiting all over my son. The staff didn't wipe off all the vernix coating newborns are covered with. And in my hypersensitive postpartum hypermesis, I don't know, HG state, I couldn't handle the smell and started to vomit. It was repeated again 17 months later with my second born. And needless to say, when I went in to have my third, I asked for her to get a full bath before I could hold her because I wasn't taking any chances. The hospital staff didn't listen and I managed to avoid getting vomit on her, but I got the floor all over the side of my bed before they quickly listened and took her away to give her a bath. Oh, because your birth hormones don't go away straight away. If you're one of the people that vomit right up until you have your baby and you're still vomiting in that golden hour, that is awful. I feel traumatized for those mamas.
I can't relate, so...
But aren't you glad that you didn't hand me a baby and then get vomited all over?
Yes.
And how awful that the one thing that's triggering it is the smell of your child in what's meant to be like a super bonding, beautiful moment. And you're like, you stink.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
I bought some meat when I went shopping shortly after I came home from hospital, and when I was looking for it in the fridge, it wasn't there. I put it in the cupboard, but not even in the pantry because that would have made sense. It was in a corner cupboard where I used to keep Tupperware. I thought I was going crazy.
I can imagine you being so frustrated, like being
Well, yeah,
like,
'cause it's
where's
meat."
the meat?
Yeah. Waste the meat. Put the vegetables in there instead.
Oh, this one. My husband saw my colostrum milk I'd expressed in the fridge and saw the colour of it and thought it was bad. So he disposed of it down the sink.
Bam, bam.
And to this mama, I have to ask, where did you dispose of his body?
You always check.
Oh, that is like, there's a reason it's called liquid gold. Like gold.
Any upcoming dads, always check. If you see a bottle of something in the fridge, always check.
Even if it looks funky, breast milk does a weird thing where it
Always
splits.
Always check.
Always check. Oh my gosh, I just could cry because to get colostrum, oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, there's the one who didn't do it. Anyway, I was so tired, I forgot my baby's name at his first doctor's appointment.
I can relate for the third child. Like if it's not your first, I feel like if it's your first, you probably wouldn't forget. But I
if
mean,
you're
sleep
tired,
deprivation
I was
can
gonna
do
say.
wild things. It's like, who am I again?
Next
Next one, I freaked out and called emergency services because I thought someone was in the nursery. Turns out it was me and the baby monitor had frozen.
Oh, yeah, that's creepy. When it freezes and it's like a ghost monitor person.
But in a sleep deprived state, you're not like logically putting together that it's frozen and that shape is not moving. You're calling emergency services being like, that's the one.
We had noisy crickets outside the window and I was so tired and sleep deprived and a little bit mad that when I went out in the middle of the night and started beating the bushes with the cricket bat screaming at the little buggers.
I love this one. I'm a very visual person, so I'm just imagining someone in their dressing gown, all disheveled, 3 o'clock in the morning with a bat, like just.
Never mess with a postpartum woman.
Who says that's a woman? That could easily have been a dad. That could easily have been you in those first few weeks of newborn life.
I'm not hitting the cricket bat. I'm just getting the spray. They're all dying. That's too much effort. That's a woman.
The rage.
That's too much effort.
All right, the next few I'm going to read because they're very much mum rage. Mum, I just feel like you're going to be rude if I let you read any of these. So
I'm glad you're reading them because I can't relate to any of them.
you can relate from the other side. You've experienced the other side of a lot of these. Well, not all of these, actually. Just wait. I couldn't find any clothes that fit me and went into a full-on rage. I tore all of my clothes out of the cupboard in a fury. My husband found me sitting inside the cupboard, covered in clothes all over the room, sobbing. Man,
But if this is...
What?
Nothing. This is just me approaching it from a logical brain. This is
This is postpartum.
Correct.
There's
This is
nothing logical
postpartum.
about postpartum.
You were larger before this point. So surely there was clothes that fit you.
Yeah, there is that. Remember, 5 days post our first child, we had to go out and buy me new clothes because I had nothing to wear because your maternity clothes are all too big.
Because you stretched them.
And they're made for like a full baby in your belly, not like
Not a pouch.
Not a pouch. And then you're like, your pre-baby clothes definitely don't fit at that point.
Yes.
I was the same. I was in tears. I just didn't go into a full-on rage about
Well,
not
no,
about
you
that.
did.
Just not about that. This one. I tried to move out because my partner sighed when I asked him to get me a drink of water. Turns out I just needed a drink and a nap. It gets better. Someone else sent in. I called and made an appointment with a divorce lawyer. The next day after some sleep, I cancelled it, and years later we are still together and I love him very much. This has to stay anonymous because I've never told him I did that.
That's hilarious.
Look, they do say having kids is like one of the biggest strains and tests that you can put on your relationship. So...
Yeah, because you're trying not to hurt them and your wife.
You're trying to just survive. And when you're in survival mode and the other person's in survival mode, you both want each other to look after you. But anyway, lots of fun. The first night my husband went out with his brother, I was convinced he was cheating on me, even though he has never given me a reason to think that. I threw his PlayStation out the window and started packing his bags.
Oh, the rage.
You're not allowed to rage though because she just pushed out your child.
I am raging. Oh, I would be raging. There would be words yelled. No way.
See, it's even worse than like having the dream because it's like the dream.
She followed through on it.
Well, and also like the dream, like you've got something put in your head that makes you think that, whereas like this is just out of nowhere. She's just decided that he's cheating.
It's crazy.
Man, those hormones be wild. This mum sent in, I sobbed for days because I thought my baby didn't love me. Yeah.
Probably doesn't at that age.
They do. It's just different.
Yeah.
No, they do. You think of how much babies need their mummies, and they do love you. But yes, sometimes that is questionable when it's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, really? Again? I can't remember why, but the rage took over and I threw a small potted plant out the back window of a second-story home. Look, when you're in a rage, throwing things just makes you feel a little bit better sometimes, I think. Not condoning it, but if no one got hurt, just one of the things in postpartum. Oh, I got so...
Guess who's the angry thrower in our relationship?
Only when I was pregnant. It hasn't happened since.
It happened before, just not after.
I got so angry at my hair falling out that I cut it all off. Went full Brittney. Full Brittney meltdown. Oh.
That is a full Brittney meltdown. The mental instability and all. Wow.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, it's so, because it's so momentary, but it's so all consuming. So, and then you'd probably have a meltdown the next day that you cut all your hair off and, ouch.
Can't get that back.
I threw the remote at the TV and broke it because it wasn't loading fast enough. Regretted that really quickly once I'd had a nap.
I got nothing.
You've just never experienced the ride of a hormonal brain takeover. So
I just had to put up with one or several.
Yeah, don't feel any judgment from Sam because he married me and he loves me.
She is anyway. Kidding.
Someone just caught himself before he was sleeping on the couch.
At least the PlayStations are down there.
Go have a happy time with your PlayStation.
Just don't throw it out the window.
Last one. I didn't think I had postpartum rage until I wanted to punch my husband because he had the audacity to yawn.
Yeah, you hit me for something like that too.
I didn't hit you.
Yeah, you used to beat me all the time.
Please.
You used to get upset at me for doing something like that.
Something similar. Just little thing. Well, because I was up even more than you. You had every right to be tired and exhausted, but if you weren't allowed to whinge about it because I'd been up more. So it was like, sorry, you don't get to complain.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I have a story that I think can set us up into next week's question.
Okay.
Setting the scene. This was sent to us by Dad. My daughter and I will often end our day by having a play on the bed. This has evolved from me throwing her onto the bed to playing Go Stop. jumping on the bed to now playing dinosaurs. We'll growl at each other before engaging in fierce combat, attempting to tackle each other to the bed and tickle our dinosaur opponents. So she rears up as a T-Rex, growls. I sit up on my knees, raw flailing my arms like a kangaroo dinosaur that I am. The two giant creatures approach each other and their hands engage. She grabs onto my hands and pushes me back with all she has. I resist, leaving us in a stalemate. Little did I know she's decided to pursue a career with the Matildas. Never has the ball been struck so cleanly, and with hands detained at my chest, I was powerless. I only regret not having a camera because it was the most sudden thing I've ever seen or felt. Needless to say, she won dinosaurs tonight, and we have since discussed kicking isn't what we do.
Especially not kicking there.
Yes.
Ouch.
At least we know her career in soccer is looking bright.
Yeah, be prepared to like have that for the interviews when she's grown up. Be like, I experienced.
She's got a great foot.
She's a striker.
Yep.
So that sets us up for the question next week. We saw that and we were like, okay, what's the biggest injury your kid's given you? And we're like moving on from birth. Don't send us. We don't want to know your birth injuries.
Oh, yeah. 3-degree tear doesn't count that your child gave you.
Oh, it definitely counts, but it's not the vibe we're
It's
going.
not the story we want.
I don't want to lose all the dads being like, ooh. We can do a special mum episode on that.
My child tore me from A to B. Okay, you win, but
Yeah, you automatically win if you have a traumatic birth injury.
But we don't want to know about it.
We're
We don't want to hear
talking
it.
more about the stories where your kid headbutts you in the nose and breaks your nose, but yeah,
Kicks you in the nads or jumps on you.
there's got to be some great stories out there of
Yeah.
kids gone wild, or not even wild, like just things gone wrong. So
I don't think I've had any brutal injuries. I still don't know if my thumb was from a kid or not, or a work thing, or I don't know.
I'm impressed that I don't have a black eye today because I had to sit on the couch with an ice pack on my nose after he threw his head back into my nose.
The old headbutt. The old...
But I'm obviously okay.
We love him. We love him. We love him. We love him. We love him.
We love him very much.
It's the song we sing.
I have 2 parent news stories for us.
Get on with it.
The last one is absolutely ridiculous parent. Like, I can't believe it. But the first one is parent adjacent.
Well, just get started.
A camper singing his lungs out in a British Columbian forest last week was mistaken for someone in distress, prompting a full search and rescue response, including a police and drone team. 2 concerned hikers called 911 after hearing what they thought were repeated cries for help. Then they found him. They said a lone camper singing his heart out to the trees, blissfully unaware that the acoustics of the boulder fields had turned his tent-side concert into an accidental distress signal. He wasn't in trouble unless you count his singing. And the reason this isn't parents in the news is not just because it's hilarious, but also the reaction that they had is the exact reaction our 4-year-old has anytime I start singing.
Okay.
I saw that story and I was like, that could be me.
I'm like, there's no parenting in this whatsoever.
Except for the fact that, so our oldest loves my singing because I've sung to her since she was a baby and that's how she's gone to sleep. Even though I'm terrible, I've probably made her tone deaf. Sorry. But the second one didn't get so much of that, being the second child and all that juggling there is to do. So now when we're in the car, if I go to sing a song, which the oldest loves, she's like, Mummy, let's sing a song. The 4-year-old's in the back going, no, not you, Mummy. He literally says, not you, Mummy, if ever I should dare to sing. So
we had someone comment on the podcast on Spotify. On an episode of, their child is like, please don't sing.
I know. I'm like, okay. You had to listen to me sing when you were in my womb. Sucked in.
All right, last one.
The latest scoop. New York-based mum and baby brand Frida has released a new ice cream flavour. Breast milk. Just like mum used to make. They say it is sweet, creamy and nutrient-packed goodness we've all wanted to try but have been too afraid to ask. Their website does clarify that this is actually flavoured and not made with actual breast milk, but their breast milk truck has been driving around New York City as part of its media campaign, giving out free samples and being met with lines of people wanting to try the new flavour. If you're in the States, it's $12.99 a pint with free shipping on orders over $25. And Sam's just working out on how he gets a pint over here.
I was actually just thinking I'm just biting my tongue. I'm not saying a word. I'm not saying a word.
It's actually a really clever marketing campaign. If anyone's in marketing, you probably find that really interesting because they sell breast pumps and they sell that's
I know
part of what they're trying to get out there. But this is a legit, you can order it. Like it's not just a little marketing campaign. There's scoops. They've got influencers going in and doing taste tests. A lot of people are saying it's really sweet but a little bit salty with notes of honey. And actually this you will love. For anyone who's watched The Boys, they've done there's a meme of the boys when they find out that there's breast milk flavored ice cream.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay, wrap it up.
I highly recommend checking out. They've done heaps of content, so I highly recommend for a little laugh going and checking out their socials. And while you're there, check out ours. We put all the best bits up there, behind the scenes stuff as well. If our Bluey episode ever gets edited, we will put that out there too. That's where you can send in the answers to questions as well. We love to get your stories there. And come back next week. We'll see you then.